to come back from the break. We have Marshall here. He actually showed up, and I heard him come in the door, and I was like, okay, we're going to need to take a break.
Marshall Mathers.
Yeah, Marshall Matters.
Mathers.
No, he matters.
Do you know what I'm referring
Matter
to?
not.
Probably not. Let's be honest. But
8 Mile?
It's time to get started now. We have Marshall. We have Dimitri and Nix on the line. One of them had to go home. Loser. I mean, no, I'm kidding. So we've got both of them on the line here. We have just beaten the 3 birds. We killed the other bird and are traveling back up the mountain. Marshall, you are just now coming to outside.
I'm sorry. What just has happened?
I'm you a big crick in the neck.
So,
what'd you say, sir?
I want to talk to my counterpart.
Okay.
Ask him what happened.
You think he knows, bro?
Yes.
You think he cares enough about you to know?
Wait, who's his counterpart?
His alter ego. The one he has.
You have you're a cowboy and you have an alternate personality.
Yes.
Who's not a cowboy. And if I remember correctly, he's like a stud, and he thinks he can get all the girls.
Yeah, I'm going with that.
I was right.
Because I have
with enough money,
the whole weekend.
He thinks he's really good. And so, yeah. What's that?
Was he telling me?
Dude, again, he couldn't. He was imagining Yin's daughter, bro. He's like, she's hot. I was right. Actually, I was wrong. I thought it was going to be Yang. No, it was Yin's daughter, and she's pretty fire, and I really like her, and now I'm driving her wagon. She is under my control. And then you kind of just go unconscious, and he doesn't even know. He just keeps...
Okay.
Like, yeah, I'm Big Poppy.
So Marshall's actually going to open a portal.
Okay, where at?
2 portals. Just nearby.
On
Jump
2 trees?
one and you can come out the other. Connor's out.
One on top of the tree, one on the bottom of the tree.
Would you actually let me do that?
No.
Come on. I was really hoping you would let me do that at least once.
No, Sammy. You're not doing that on a tree, bro.
I mean in general.
You can't do that on a tree. You're going to bring Connor out. You're going to place your 2 portals and bring Connor out?
Yes.
Fine. Place your 2 portals and bring Connor out. See if I care.
We can portal places?
He can. So his magical item allows him to create 2 portals, but every time he enters one of them, the personality that's inside of his amulet comes to the outside, and the one on the outside goes inside. So his alternate personality is now on the outside instead of inside the amulet. And his normal Marshall. I swear, if you don't give him a different voice, I'm going to slap you.
I'm going to try.
And if it's Western, we're going to have a bigger dude.
Apparently, that's all I have.
Y'all will see here in a moment.
Y'all
will see here in a moment. Just make
Western Morgan Freeman. Try that one.
That'd be great. So what are we doing, Mr.
So he's going to reach
Connor?
into his pocket and pull out a pipe and actually put it in. And looks around, a little bit confused what's going on.
Hey, hello,
and he's cursing Marshall telepathically.
Okay.
And so he's just going to try to go in the wagon.
Okay, you can go on the wagon, not a problem.
I mean, I thought you said the thing disappeared.
Oh yeah, their door's gone.
Theirs or mine?
You have the wagon, but your door can't really disappear without the wagon disappearing, and you're riding the wagon, so regardless...
I don't know. It's some sort of magical bag of holding. Giant bag of holding.
And you are some weird magical man. So...
The Muffin Man.
Who was having bad thoughts about the donkey?
I don't know if he was having bad thoughts about the donkey, but he was definitely talking about a donkey. Don't worry about it. What is
I
Connor
gotta do it. It's my character.
What is Connor doing?
He's gonna go into the dang thing.
He's gonna go in the door. So as he goes in the door, all of those inside the carriage, climbing up the mountain, see this nice, beautiful, bright flash of light. That is the exact same flash of light whenever you entered. Except it's about 1.5 miles away now. And you know once that door closes, it's gone again.
He's the last one on the outside.
I am.
Yep.
And you just closed it.
I don't know. I mean,
it's up to him.
It's not up to me. You're the one going through the
door.
door.
I'm just going to stand in the door.
Are you a polite man?
Oh, you're going to stand halfway in and halfway out.
Yeah.
Are you a polite man? Or why don't you place a portal, Mr. Portal Master?
Would you
Be
let
smart about this.
It only lasts for 10 minutes.
Oh, then you better be really smart about this.
I mean, we can always just walk and figure it out later. You could do it for 10 minutes, drop it later. Can you?
I can place one and then wait 10 minutes, but it just lasts for 10
that
minutes.
one's going to disappear in 10 minutes.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
So he can place one and then get to y'all and place the other, and you all have to go through in 10 minutes, and y'all are a mile and a half away.
Okay.
One of y'all short and stubby.
But fast and strong.
I don't know how fast you will be, but you've got
Fast as a midget
25 movement speed. That's not very fast.
Oh.
The average is 30 or 35?
30.
Average is 30.
Depending on what you want, because some get 35.
The
and
average is
Centaur
30.
gets-
Average humanoid would be 30.
How big is 15? Well, 15 feet cubed. Never mind. Makes sense.
Do you have a flight spell? I don't believe so.
No.
So what's y'all's plan, Nix?
60 feet.
Trying to figure out a way to send this man a message not to close the door.
I got nothing. Quite literally.
We're going up the
useless.
mountain.
Are you not listening? You'll see a giant flash of bright light. He says it is the exact same light being Sainier. Says it's the exact same light whenever he came through the door.
That's what you said. And you said it's a mile and a half away, and I'll walk 30, 40 feet a turn. I ain't getting there. So I'm going up the mountain.
Okay.
This Nix just gives up.
If you would have said it's 10 feet away, I would have gone to it.
Funny part is I can place them 80 feet apart.
Hold on, that's not
Not 80, 800.
that flash of light. Is what? Our door.
Do we know the direction of the light?
Y'all can see it.
Yeah,
We're almost to the beach.
That's how you know where
Can
it's at.
he see us through the doorway? Not see us, but can he see the?
Well, there
You
may
can
be
see the
more
mountain.
birds.
Please tell me you're about to shoot dancing lights into the sky.
No.
Oh.
How high can the dwarf throw me?
I'm a pretty strong.
I mean,
dwarf.
you're an elf.
I
elves
picked
are
up a
pretty
bird
light.
and-
You apparently only weigh 90 pounds.
Yeah, he can throw you pretty far.
He
What about his
tackled a bird.
I
What about his
grabbed.
equipment? You didn't check his equipment.
I got nothing.
He weighs
got
a total.
thong.
And he's still enraged, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have let him still be enraged for a few more minutes.
So I'm still
Or for a few
getting
more
strong.
Second.
examples. Yeah, seconds.
I'm going to take fall damage for this.
Oh, yes, you very much
Are
will.
you?
Oh,
You?
what am I going
No,
to do?
because you can't use shielding.
Now, if he throws me into the air, can I use an action or is that only reaction?
You can do whatever you want in the air, sir.
All right.
Remember, we're not in any combat here.
I want him to throw me in the air.
How high?
As high as he can
In
get
any
me.
general direction?
Straight up.
Straight up.
I'm just-
So
So that I'm facing the light.
that you're facing the light. So the light's over there.
Yeah,
Right.
so I need
So
to
you
face
want
it.
to go straight up and just be able to stand there and look at it, okay? So naturally you have a jump height. I believe your jump height is...
Don't ask me that question.
I wanted to say it
I
was
think it's like something about strength.
a d6 plus your strength modifier.
I feel like
There's something along those lines, and your strength modifier is -1, so you ain't jumping very high. And so, I mean, so you naturally have your jump, so that'll help you out some. And
unless you have the jump spell.
if he does not have the jump spell.
I would just stating it.
If he wants to throw you, you know, y'all can have that conversation.
You should throw me in the air.
I grab you by the neck and I throw you up.
That's fine.
Okay. we
You
worked
probably
it out.
don't want to use his neck if you're going to want to jump.
Well, he has everything
Are you
to use. I don't have to restrict him. I just got his neck.
Just use his foot.
Well, it restricts him from.
But he's
jumping.
also insane.
Yeah.
You jump off his hand. Like, you do whatever it is you're going to do.
Well, he's
And if
gonna
you wanna
jump,
be
I'm just gonna give him a
strangled-
boost.
Okay.
Okay,
So
we'll do
you're
it
going
that
to
way.
jump. You're going to give him a boost. Go ahead and roll your strength plus your modifier. And luckily, strength is like your good thing, so you're not disadvantaged. Lucky
Right.
you.
4.
So you're not going very high.
No.
You're going like 3 foot in the air tops. You kind of actually hurt your own boost jump. So you're going to try again. He's got a dirty 20 now, plus your jump. So we'll say you can get about 15 solid foot in the air.
It's over a tree or two.
mean, y'all are on. You can see the lights. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to take that jump. And I'm going to use silent image.
okay.
Can I use silent image to make words appear?
Actually,
yeah.
I believe
I
you
think so.
I
can.
believe so.
Visible phenomenon.
So I mean, you could also use minor illusion. Oh no, minor illusion's really small. It's a 30-foot, 30 foot range, 5-foot cube.
Yeah.
And your silent image would be a 60-foot range, 5-foot cube. So are you doing, or 15-foot
I'm
cube?
shooting the message straight up in the
So
air.
you're going to go 60 foot up in the air or 60 foot kind of diagonally towards them. So
Nope, it's going to go straight up in the air, right above the trees.
you're already above the trees. You're on the mountain.
Well, I'm going to shove it even higher.
Okay. How high? You got 60 foot of range here.
Just say like the maximum 60 or something.
60. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, we're going to throw it 60 foot in the air, and because I don't know what his perception is going to be, we're going to push it out, kind of,
Sounds good.
because you're a mile and a half out. So you're going to try and get it
We'll do it at a
close.
60 feet at an angle that works
Yeah.
towards the light.
Yeah, 45-degree angle or so towards the light. And what are we illusioning?
Don't close the door.
We are making the words "Don't close the door" as a 15-foot radius. Okay. This is fun. You could be the one flying, man. So,
Make a character.
if you're going to look for it... What's that?
Passive 14.
Yeah, passive 14 ain't going to happen,
Yeah.
bro.
I know. But the problem is Connor doesn't care. He doesn't know what's going on. He wants to go see Stalker.
He wants to go see what?
Yen's daughter.
Yeah, which means he's going to have to actively be looking for it, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
So give me some active perception. He's actively looking for her. I need an active perception. So he does not see it
Oh, rip.
at all, and you are going to start falling. Luckily, you have your temporary hit points, so this shouldn't kill you.
Can I still catch him?
Would you like to try and catch him?
I would like to try to catch him.
Throw some strength. What are we catching him by?
So, I got a question.
You're going
My
to
hair.
cradle him?
Yeah, I'll cradle him.
I got a question. So can Marshall see,
11.
like, at least sense there's something
Hopefully
different
you're not
about
too
it?
heavy for that.
No, he's not. He's 90 pounds. You're super duper strong. Can Marshall sense
That's
something's
safe.
different?
He has blind sight. Does he
I'd
sense
say
anything
you with my
different
big
about the
throwing
entrance?
Thank you.
No, you haven't gone quite through the entrance
Tall
yet,
are
you've
you?
said.
5 foot.
I have
one.
been in it before.
Yeah,
so
but
it's
you
not
haven't
too
gone
much
through
fun.
it, so
It won't be
it's
too
just
awkward.
the door, bro.
Nah, it won't be too
But
awkward.
can I not see inside the door?
Yes, but there's not a difference. The door is there while you're in the door. So it's the same thing regardless.
Just same surroundings. Yep. On both sides.
Everything's normal, yes.
Okay.
So you're going to catch him.
See,
What are we going to do
The
now?
problem is, I can't be suspicious of anything.
Oh,
Be suspicious. Don't be
We're going to
suspicious.
repeat it.
Okay.
We're going to do the same thing.
Okay.
Because I can cast it as many times as I want, right?
Not this one.
No.
But because because I'm not sure this is ever going to work, you can cast this one as many times as you want, buddy. For in this circumstance, in any sort of combat circumstance, we're in some
All right.
different playing
We're going to
field.
cast it again.
We're
We're
gonna
going to
try
do the
this
whole thing
again.
again. Yep.
Are you going to throw him again, Cody?
yes. All right, let's see.
So what is Nix and Dimitri doing during this?
Yes.
Are you still alive?
I am wondering what y'all are doing. This looks stupid.
He is trying to be a bird, but somebody decided to kill the bird y'all had that could have made it there in 10 seconds.
No, I'm grabbing someone by the throat and throwing it up in the air.
I don't know why you're
Why?
doing
What is the purpose?
Well, you killed my bird, so I'm still enraged.
Marshall.
Not for much longer.
Marshall is
At the door.
he's got the door open. We're trying to get a message to him.
You don't necessarily know it's
Utilizing
partial,
the
but the
silent
door is
image.
open.
Yeah,
so
we're trying to get a message to the person that opened the door with silent image, but we got to get above the trees. There's no bird to carry us above the trees,
And you walked away.
so
What message,
true.
What message are you trying to tell him? Where are
The
we
one in the sky.
yeah, don't close the door
Why? Why do we want him not to close the door?
because we want to get out of the
We want
wagon.
intruders.
Yeah, but the daughter of Yang is in here with us.
Oh,
How
is
much
she?
are you
Open
aware
it.
of?
It's
Not a
fine.
lot, apparently.
So the daughter Yin is actually one of the people in the orbs.
Yeah,
She's
his
the good
character's
one.
not aware of anything now. Remember that.
Granted.
Yeah, you don't know. That's why I'm telling you.
Okay.
Good. She comes in and out all the time. She's closing door.
Yes. Don't come in the door. You stay on the
See-
other side of the door.
The problem is Marshall doesn't know any of this. I'm going to play with my character.
But here's the thing: Marshall's little telepathic voice can go anywhere
True.
But
to the party.
That is
All
true.
the party can hear your telepathic voice,
But
and
can they-
absolutely everybody else in this land.
But no one can communicate back with it.
No, but you can say stuff.
so what is it good doing us?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
However, you gotta think. You
Yeah,
gotta
it's
think.
here,
When
like,
you
Marshall just
normally walk
just
through a
goes,
door, you shut the
Connor,
door.
you
He
fool!
hasn't walked through the door yet.
Okay, can they hear me?
Then
I
he
just
can't
need to make
even
this
see
comment
us.
now.
He can't see y'all. Y'all are too far to be seen anyway. He is standing in the doorway because they don't know if they want to go in or out because Connor is an idiot.
Those are harsh terms, sir.
It is true. But he's also as a what smart.
Do we have any
Marshall.
spells that can get into where we're at?
No.
No.
So
Especially
either we all walk down the mountain and take however long it's going to take to do a mile and a half to get him to come back up here if we want to go to see if there's a cave, or are we leaving and he's going to stay at the door for the rest of the period? So what do we want to do?
Can I do dancing lights
you can do
and
damage.
shove him 120 feet in the air
You can. Diagonal.
to alert him where our position is?
Yeah, that could work.
All right, we'll try that.
Just while this is going on, literally Marshall and Connor are just going to have to start having an argument,
We're gonna do
and
that.
it's literally going to lead with
Okay.
Connor, you idiot.
Oh, at least you can all hear random people saying Connor's an idiot.
Why do you want to go see you now?
So-
We're supposed to be
So
going
I
to the
still
dump
need some
or
active perception, buddy, because Connor's still looking for the woman. You are so bad at this, Connor.
how bad?
Well, it's a cantrip, so I'm casting it again.
I know,
so
he's
you
just
do
gonna
see this.
mass cast this, man.
How many times can you cast something in a row?
A cantrip as many times as you could
Beautiful.
possibly want.
Yep.
Are you actually going to make a character? Oh, no,
Yeah, no,
playing the game.
I'm going to.
I'm gonna cast,
Yeah, for next time.
I'm gonna cast dancing lights.
I mean, he can probably
And then
let
I'm
you
gonna
join
cast
right
Eldritch
now.
Blast.
Let's be
He
honest.
doesn't have any character.
Yeah,
Right?
True.
I got a week to make a character.
I'm gonna cast dancing light again, and make you roll again until you get a 20.
Sammy, dude, use the duck dice. A 9's not gonna do anything for you.
+4, whatchamacallit.
I don't care. It's a mile and a half away. I mean, that's still not going to do it. Don't use the duck dice. Use the Dungeon Master dice. Fine. Whip out the actual dice.
Oh my god.
He's going to keep casting until you find it. So find it already. I swear if you lose my dice, we're going to have a problem.
I don't even know why I rolled that time.
13. I mean, you're still not going to see it.
17.
You still ain't going to see it, bro.
I
In
use-
order to see this thing, it's like a 19, bro.
Dude! Marshall's not that perceptive.
To speed up time,
There,
he rolls
done.
it 1 billion times, and by odds, he's rolled a natural 20 one of those times.
No, no, his odds are not that.
It's 1 in 20. It's not that bad.
I've learned this, but now you can. No, it's not 1 in 20 because there's a lot of other things to it. But you can now see the big boy lights. Doesn't mean you know what they are, but you do see them, acknowledging people are there. Connor.
Mhm.
Now, what you're going to take that with, whether it be the daughter of Yin putting on a giant show that you want to go see, or your loser friends that are not the daughter of Yin that you couldn't care about, that's on you.
See, I don't know what you mean escape.
So hold on, he can telepathically communicate with anyone?
Marshall can telepathically communicate.
It's a
He does.
side
I mean,
effect of the amulet.
and so, but y'all can't talk back. But I mean,
It's more like what creates.
now that Connor knows
So-
there's a giant light, Marshall knows there's a
So
giant light.
theoretically, he could be like, if that's you, Yin, cast it again.
Pretty much, yeah. Or be like, hey, if that's my friends, tell me what you need to do in Morse code that he can't read.
Can or can?
You cannot. You said can or can. You cannot
I
read.
meant to say can.
What was that?
Wyatt died.
I don't want to know.
Sounded like a horse
I
name.
scared him.
This Nix comes around outdoors.
Dude, Nix has been around this whole time.
No, he comes outdoors on me.
So, what is going to happen here? Marshall now knows about the giant flying light. But Marshall's also smart enough to know he's the only magic user outside of a pathetic paladin that can't use magic.
That is true. I don't know anything about you, man.
Yet.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
You'll get
like,
stabbed soon.
so I'm assuming you would be somebody else.
You can assume what you want to assume.
I'm assuming it's someone else. It could
There's
be
a giant
possibly
light
Yin's. I don't know
in the
what
sky.
Yin's capable of.
There's a
So
giant
I'm going to make the
light in
comment,
sky.
Yin, is that you?
So, everyone hears in their head, Yin, I love you. Is that you?
I said Yin, is that you?
Why would you be looking for Yin, Marshall? Let's be honest.
Well, we are looking for
Because
them.
we know it's
Well,
not them.
One person is.
Because Marshall knows it's not them because I'm the only magic user at the time. As I'm aware of.
So, I've never met him. I'm going to be confused.
You've only beat him with a stick once, and that is not the voice of the man you beat with a stick.
Yeah, so I'm going to be confused. I'm going to ask you. No, wait, you're the... Never mind.
You
I'm
can
gonna
ask
ask
Breeze,
you.
actually.
I never.
Yeah, you can
knew
ask
I was
Breeze.
asleep.
So Breeze, what you don't know, Breeze is a monk that you'll have that travels with y'all. He is actually a player, an NPC that runs by me, obviously. And he knows a lot of information and could probably get y'all wherever you want to go.
That's true.
Except in this place.
So, Breeze, who was that? What was that?
You see, Marshall is an idiot, and he has this friend named Connor who is also an idiot. They both think they can use magic, but not very well. And
How is he aware
that
of
was
Connor,
Marshall.
though? That's my
No,
question.
that
How is he
means
aware of that?
Marshall's in the amulet.
Okay.
How is he aware of this, though?
Breeze is aware of a lot, Sammy. You forget, he's a monk that can literally see everything magical.
And we like this guy?
Breeze is your friend, yes.
No.
Marshall? Marshall is the man that you beat with a stick.
Oh, you're using your player voice.
Yeah, I was asking.
Oh! I know, it's really hard whenever you don't have a player voice to free and change. Well, like might be a strong word, but he was driving the carriage.
Is he useful to our party?
He's the only one that can drive the carriage.
How are we going to communicate with him?
Not 100% sure. We could always throw one of you off the cliff if you want.
Be more than glad to do it.
Would you like to go off the cliff?
I'll do the honors of doing it to someone.
So, just while this is happening, Marshall and Connor are having a massive argument. Marshall finally convinces Connor just to go back into go back outside and actually start driving it again. So he's going to close the door.
So is that a no? Nobody wants to be thrown off the cliff?
Yeah, no, I don't want to be thrown off the cliff.
I
And I
fell
don't
off
have
the
this.
So
With a
while they're
bird.
having this discussion, Connor is going to close the door.
Connor is going to close the door and decide to go drive the carriage.
Good.
So now what?
Still in rage.
No, your rage is ended now.
Oh,
Yeah.
You can still be mad.
I'm
but-
still mad and talking to my army.
I'm going to start walking up the mountain.
How tall is this mountain?
You aren't even halfway up it.
Well, how tall is this mountain? We're a mile and a half away.
Correct. And I don't know why you didn't just roll down the mountain. You've already done it once.
Well, yeah, but I had to come back.
The mountain's pretty tall. I mean, you've gone, because we're only using feet here, you've gone about 375 foot up the mountain. Maybe a quarter of the way up. Starting to get kind of chilly and oxygenated.
I'm following big guy up the mountain.
Which one's big guy?
Your dad.
Oh, small
Yeah,
cat.
because your dad was already going up.
Small
So
cat. Okay, so
I just got mad.
Nord's going to follow Nyx up the mountain. Nyx and Dimitri are both going up the mountain.
I'm following.
We're all going up the mountain. Sam, what are you doing, buddy?
Go my own way. I'm gonna go run through the woods.
Breeze is going to go run through the woods.
Who's Breeze? Is that my character name now?
For the time being, you can play as
I'm
Breeze.
Frozone.
Oh, this is like no. Michael used to go in the breeze to wind.
Yes.
Where is the wind guy going?
He is going off on his own. So he is a super intelligent, very wise monk.
Perfect. The woods.
He's going to the woods.
Go talk to his imaginary friends.
That's to assume that I even have friends.
Imaginary or not.
Yes.
Yeah, you can play Breeze for the time being.
And who cares? Nobody likes him anyways.
So, what are we going up the mountain for, Nix? You're the one taking charge here.
I am perceiving or investigating, whichever one you want me to do.
For what?
I'm looking for tracks. I'm looking for maybe a cave. I'm looking to see what's here.
So I'm going to need some from you. I'm going to pull up your character and do it on the app. Or do it on the
I
website.
rolled a d20 in my head and got a natural 20.
Yeah, which means that you got a nat 1 and you failed.
All right.
So that's how
I
life.
didn't see anything. Let's go.
Okay, Nix. Perception. You got a dirty 20. So close, but you don't know dirty and clear in your head. So you got a dirty 20. I mean, you're walking up a mountain. There's no direct path for you to walk up. So you're kind of just trying to find one. You go... Let's see what's your speed. You go about 60 foot or so. And you don't really see tracks. You can see some other nests, but they appear to have been destroyed as though there was some sort of territory war here. And so you don't have any other eggs, and you don't necessarily see any other birds. You can see some carcasses and stuffs around. But that's really about it.
So I can't perceive that there's anything up here.
No, not from the quarter of the way up the mountain you're at. No.
What a waste of time!
I agree, little one.
Little brain you got.
That fits so well.
That is true, actually. For being over 300 years old, he is pretty much an idiot.
Alright, well, if I can't perceive that there's anything up here and we're about halfway up the mountain, then we'll just turn around.
And
If
go
there's
where?
nothing up here, we're out of here.
And go where?
We'll go back down to the village.
Go back down to the village. Okay.
I'm gonna separate.
Yeah, where are you going to go?
Still up the mountain.
You're going to continue up the mountain. Okay. You can do that.
The party's going in all directions now.
Yeah. So what you doing, Connor Marshall?
He's just got back up onto the carriage and started
Talking to the
driving, and Marshall and Connor are just having a massive argument.
Talking to the donkey again. So now you cannot hear the voice as he is no longer in your dimension.
That accent.
Oh, so that's the limits of
I still never got to hear Connor's voice, Samuel.
it. What?
Wait.
I never had a reason.
So you're going to keep going up the mountain. Give me some perception. While you do that, we're going to go down to the village.
I have to give you perception?
I mean, you're just looking for stuff, aren't you?
Yeah.
Or you just blatantly walking?
I'm looking for stuff.
Yeah, so give me some perception. What are we doing at the village? We'll walk back down to the village.
What happened to Wyatt?
He's with my dad.
Yeah, he hasn't spoke at all. Wow.
He screamed earlier.
Who are you talking to?
The people that went back down to the village.
Oh. I want to look for Olive.
Well, she doesn't reside in the village.
Where's she at?
Her house.
Where is that? Do I know?
The only person that would know would be Dimitri.
Great. Dimitri, where is Olive?
She doesn't know where
He's
she's
not
at.
in the car anymore, so where's Olive?
Well, the last time Dimitri went to Olive's house, it was over 120 miles to the west.
When did you go there? We've never been separated for that long.
Don't worry about it.
How did you get there? Is there some magic portal?
I'll stab you with a spear, Nix.
You can do what you want. It's fine. Where is Olive?
I don't know.
Fine. I'm gonna get some food.
Okay, you're gonna go to the inn, tavern area.
Wait a minute. I
Just gonna order me some food and sit down at the table.
Okay.
Wait for maybe a flash of light.
You've already had a flashlight. You ignored it. So, Mr. Nord, what are you gonna do, sir?
I am going to go back to my dirt gravel pit with my army and then start talking.
So just go to the middle of the street again.
Yeah, talk nonsense to my army. Nobody's there.
Okay.
I'm just having a conversation.
Okay, so you're gonna kind of just go off into the middle of the street and have a conversation with all your imaginary friends.
Act like I'm doing something.
That works for me. So, Mr. Dimitri, we went back to town. Our friend Sainier continued up the mountain, and Breeze went to go rummage around in the forest. Connor has gone back out and has decided to drive the carriage again.
Okay.
And Nix is...
What time is it in the day? Is it almost nighttime?
Yeah, I'd say it's getting pretty close to about 6 o'clock or so. Why?
I mean, we're gonna have to sleep sometime.
Correct.
Barbarian doesn't sleep.
As he just passes out in the street half the time.
They're power naps.
That is true. I mean, if you're going to take the stance of we're going to sleep, you both have a high enough intelligence to understand that Marshall even has to sleep, and Marshall's not going to sleep out where all the monsters are, which means he's going to have to come through that door.
Agree on sleep?
So y'all are logical human species. Humanoids.
I'm not going to sleep.
You don't have
Who
to.
said that?
The man that stayed on the mountain, Sainier.
Okay.
I just drink beer. I talk to my guys. I go sleep.
No, because if we go to sleep,
Well, I'm not worried about you. I'm worried about me, am I? No.
technically means that Marshall would have to go to sleep.
Means he has to come inside.
Yeah.
You know what's really funny is he can't hear you, and he's just like arguing with his army men.
Yeah, so you just magically hears it. He hears him talking. He knows it's coming from his army. Dude, we should let that happen. You can hear everybody telepathically, weirdly, but it's coming from his army. When they're
His
around
That's
nobody.
your army. Yes. Perfect. So everything everybody kind of says or thinks, you hear as somebody in your army.
Oh,
Yes.
Perfect.
So not everybody has to sleep when everyone sleeps.
Correct.
So it's not like an all or nothing thing. So
Correct.
just because, most of us want to take a long rest or whatever it may be and sleep through the night, someone could stay up if they wanted to. Problem with sleep is you get exhaustion points if you don't sleep. And you get enough of those, and it's not a good thing.
You end up like me like that.
So it's not like when we say, okay, we're going to sleep, that everyone has to sleep. Someone
Correct.
can stay up and scour the town all night.
Or climb the mountain.
And waste time.
Or climb a mountain.
I'm going to continue climbing the mountain.
You're going to continue climbing the mountain, okay. What are you doing, Connor?
Since Connor's starting to feel tired, he's just going to unpack a bedroll and just roll it on top of the carriage and just take a nap.
So, as we learned, the carriage is only about the size of Shrek's outhouse.
I never knew this, dude.
Yeah, I'm telling you that. So Connor ain't quite fitting.
Dude, I thought it was bigger.
It's bigger on the inside. We've had this conversation.
It's a split. You never told us the size of this before, till now.
No, no one's really asked.
I think it would have been noticeable that would be an outhouse. On wheels.
I thought it was just a wardrobe.
It's not actual Narnia. So, I mean, can I have a tally of who's sleeping?
One is asleep with 3 others together.
Or like there are 27 million people?
Well, that's the other group.
Yeah, so I need to know who's sleeping too. So who's all gonna sleep?
What do you know who's sleeping?
Who's that?
Dimitri.
Wyatt.
Dimitri's asleep.
Dimitri's
Nord
gonna
is
sleep. Nord's gonna sleep. Connor's sleeping
So are
outside.
we like renting a room at the inn or something like that? We're all sleeping together, or what's going on?
I'm sleeping in dirt.
So, if you remember at the beginning, whenever y'all built the village, y'all built another Lord's Manor.
Seriously?
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you want to rent or sleep on the floor, you can do that. Y'all did build another Lord's Manor.
So what's Nord doing? He's just laying down on the road sleeping?
Yep, he sleeps in the road. It's where he fell asleep. That is his new bed. Him and his army.
So are we all asleep?
Those of you that are going to sleep, Dad, are you going to sleep?
Well, yeah, but Wyatt and I only sleep for half the time.
Correct. But Senier's not going to sleep, so he's climbing the mountain.
So I just need to know when sleep time starts.
I will let you know when sleep time is over. How about that?
For me and
Yes.
Wyatt.
Yes, and Senior.
Okay. Let us know when our sleep time is over.
Correct. So, Senior, you're just going to continue to travel up the mountain. So, you got a what perception? Give me another one. So you have a bonus to it, don't you?
2.
Oh, and disadvantage on it. So your perception, you have a +3 and disadvantage. So go ahead and roll that again, just see if you get a 1. You didn't, so it's going to be a 5. So as you travel up the mountain, it's getting dark. You're starting to have fun because your eyes aren't hurting. You're not having a headache. You're starting to enjoy this. And as the hours go by, you begin to near the top, and there just seems to be a fountain sitting on the summit of this mountain.
I'm sorry. Why do I feel like I know what this fountain is?
You don't.
I feel like I'm having a flashback.
It's not.
Investigate.
Okay, give me some investigation. 12, 14. So you go up to the nice, beautiful fountain, and you see this bottle there next to it. And, it's flowing. It almost seems to be like this glowing liquid. So you've seen that there's a beach here on Earth, and it's got the algae in it, and it's the blue waves. Yeah, so this is what that liquid looks like. The glowing blue algae stuff liquid.
Take it.
Just steal the whole fountain?
Yes. No. Take it.
Yes, just lift it up and take it down the hill.
Do I have bottles?
So there is a bottle sitting next to the fountain.
But do I have more bottles?
Probably. I wouldn't imagine that you don't.
So you're going to be joining us next week?
Yes, sir.
Okay, man. Yeah, see you next week.
You do not have other bottles.
I'm going to be here.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm not leaving, I'm just saying.
How many other bottles do I have? Oh, I have a water skin.
Oh, dude. So what happened before with the
Yes,
other
you
guy?
do have a water
So
skin.
this little girl, she actually has these little magical rings
Tell you in the game or real life?
in the game.
Okay,
It's
cool.
the
I am going to take...
She didn't put one of the rings on. Throw a gold.
Can I only
wall.
fill the holy water flask with holy water?
This little girl, it's like, you met Lucy. You know who we were talking about when I say Lucy? Yeah. She just put on the ring, across the room, into a wall.
Where are my bottles?
And I'm the only
You
one
don't
who
have
remembers them.
Oh, I don't have any.
Because
Then I'm going to fill the bottle that's next to the fountain.
Okay, so you fill the bottle that's next to the fountain with this nice, beautiful liquid.
the first time
And you just go back on down, or
No, I keep looking.
I found her under her bed,
you're at the summit of the mountain. There's nothing else up there.
and
Yeah, go to the other side.
she had weird magical
You're at the
powers to where
tippy
she could
tippy
phase
top.
into different dimensions.
I'm going to start going down the
And
other side.
We were
Oh,
playing
okay. You're going down the
Right,
other
western
side.
at the same
That makes
time.
some more sense.
So she teleported us to where we are actually in a Mason Vale.
Okay.
And
So,
we're actually our characters are talking, and
you
just hear Slick.
start going down the
Our
other
characters
side,
hear
and it's
Slick.
been about
Slick
four
will-
or so hours
I was
now.
drunk.
So Nix and Dimitri are starting to wake up here.
So we actually
So
go through this whole
what do y'all
place,
want to do,
and
Nix and
actually
Dimitri?
have an interaction with ourselves.
Dimitri.
Because we saw into this pit with bars and stuff. So we jump up, swing, I think, with my battle axe, break a few of the bars. And when we're in the western, when we're going through the top
Did you
floor,
wake up?
we
Dimitri,
had like a
wake
weird
up.
sword come up from there and strike. Yeah,
Must
that's
you
how it's
wake
pretty
me up
interesting.
every time?
You would not expect that, right?
Well,
No,
it's
no.
been
Dude,
4
that's what I
hours.
was like, wow. So
Listen to me.
that's actually really weird. Then we end up going back.
Did you say
But-
earlier
So this
that
little
you
girl
have
is
pills
different.
that'll fit the
She has
midget
the,
man?
she's the ring bearer.
What did we?
Did I
say that?
Yes,
but this girl, so
Well,
Slick is threatened by
if you will
God,
give them to me,
protector,
while
or
he's still
else.
sleeping,
He'll
I'll
die.
go put them on him.
And he was the devil. Of sorts. But so what happens is
So why not?
we take her away from him.
I'll go ahead in my manner.
Yeah, you turn fit.
Yeah.
Over.
In
Over to the
Varnia,
window.
and see if I can craft a makeshift
You put
toga
one in
for our midget
This
friend.
is August.
Okay.
So in August beginning of September. This happened.
So you're gonna make clothes for this Nord feller.
She's
Yeah. We're gonna make it super simple. So all we're gonna do, we're gonna take a curtain. So I go inside, I see the first curtain I see, I rip it off the window, and I'm like, all right, so we're gonna wrap him in this and then sew it shut.
Okay.
And I'm sure you're wondering, how exactly is he going to get out of it? That's not our problem.
So that's kind of the reason why it says only you.
What is it?
Oh. Making real clothes. Just making some clothes. Give me some clothes. Sure. So then he won't walk around naked with a G-string.
Total Twilight.
All right, I go down. I guess I go into my manor and get some child's clothes and hand them to. Thank you. Okay. Very good. So I want to go up to him while he is still sleeping, and I want to put these clothes on him.
So as you approach him and begin to put clothes on him, it feels as though an entire army is grabbing you and dragging you across the streets away from him,
Oh, that's dope.
trying to rip the clothes off of not only out of your hands but off of your body.
Okay, that's odd.
So give me a dexterity saving throw.
Well, first and foremost, I'm out. I'm gonna roll stealth because if I'm not 20, there ain't no army that knows I'm even there.
Sure. Roll some stealth.
You got me. Roll it.
Understand in D&D so far, destroying no.
I'm a super stealthy guy.
Let's see how it's good.
So you rolled a 25. However, the exact same thing happens as you approach to put clothes on.
And actually, later on in that battle,
So what is happening to me?
It begins to feel it's not, you don't see anything. However, it feels as though a bunch of, like an army, were grabbing you and dragging you down the street away from him, not only removing the clothing out of your hands and it burning and lighting on fire, but also trying to remove the clothing off your body.
Okay, so it feels like it, or it's actually happening?
It is actually happening. It is not an actual army or anything. You can't see anything. That is just what it feels like is happening, and you're being dragged down the street. The clothes that were in your hand have disintegrated, and they are trying to remove the clothes off of your person. And I need a dexterity saving throw.
You got me.
Interesting. It's one of the.
You got a 7.
It's just him rolling his die. If he gets a nat 20, it actually has a heartbeat. What's up with that?
Does Dimitri see any of this happening?
I was not under the impression of Dimitri joined you.
No, I didn't join you to put the clothes on.
What are you going to be?
So, I guess I go back to the manor, and I just hold up, like, the ashes that used to be the kid's clothes.
So, you don't have those ashes. It was literally incinerated. Like, it was stripped from your hands and
I go
incinerated.
back and I just
How
hold my
is
hands
like
up.
a religious?
Why don't have
religious type of man, like clerics.
Okay, what happened?
Impossible.
But apparently, he's not going to wear clothes.
I'm sorry, say that again?
I said he's not going to wear clothes.
He's not going to. What does that even mean?
Well, why don't you try next time? And then you'll get to see what happens. It's indescribable.
I
You
don't.
describe it to me.
I don't need
that yesterday.
next. I really don't.
You know, I was driving.
But I don't think I want
Oh.
to touch him, so I don't think I'll be putting any clothes on him.
Oh, what's wrong with my skis, dude? You got in the skis, dude.
I think that is very
I didn't know
smart.
they had 2 beers.
Anyway.
Look at this. No, it's loading up.
It was a good try.
No,
Sure,
Friday night.
why
it
not?
is.
So is there anything else you want to do in the next 4 hours?
Yeah, I want to try to pour a bucket of water on him.
No.
Okay. You're going to go try and pour a bucket of water on him. Okay, so...
Hold on.
Basically, just hold
Actually,
it
you know
in.
what? I want
That's
to
why I
save
wrote
that for a later date.
4,000.
So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to learn from my past
That much for it.
mistake or understanding of what's happening here. Okay? And I'm gonna just walk forward very slowly until I start to feel some sort of resistance, like you can't go any further.
Okay.
Where'd you learn that?
With a bucket of water.
Yeah, I got a bucket of water in my hand.
And
Okay.
Super sneaky. And I want to go until I can't go any further. Like, I feel almost resistance, like,
at St. Philip's on the southwest side.
don't go any
On the
further.
southwest
So you can actually go all the way up to him. Like, you could stand on top of him if you want.
Engineering. No, we go down on
But you haven't quite learned how to walk up walls, so be very careful.
What'd you say?
Said, but you haven't quite learned up how to walk up walls, if you remember, so be very careful if you're going to stand on top of him.
Stunt.
Yeah. You said he was in the dirt in the road.
Yes, it was a joke, Dad.
I know him since 8th grade.
Come on.
You can't joke. He's in the dirt in the road.
I punched him in the face the first year we met.
He is in the dirt in the road.
Can I get all the way up to him or not?
Yes, again, you could stand on top of him if you so wish.
Stop being an asshole.
I want to try to pour the water on him. I want to see what happens.
Oh, what happened?
You douse him in water.
Next thing I know,
Nice.
I'm literally.
I wake up in a fit of rage.
But he is not happy. It wakes him up. He's not happy.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to stealth away.
It snagged and pulled
Okay, let's see.
So it tore his cheek.
from the inside.
Tore like a little hole in his cheek.
So you got a 21. I'm going to say you probably are going to make it because he's mad, you know.
Just like the guys in the shower, just go walk out of the shower, butt naked. Just go, whoa, what the fuck is that?
So then I'm going to go back to Dimitri, and I'm going to tell him what my experiment has determined.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
So apparently, you can actually get him wet. He could take a bath, but for some reason, he can't wear any clothes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'll admit that's odd, but at least he doesn't have to stink.
It's choice.
Well, he was complaining about the gooey stuff getting all over him. So hopefully, the gooey stuff is gone.
Except now he actually looks naked.
Excellent.
Wait, who, Nix?
No, Norton.
No, I'm sorry.
Alright, so this, you know, y'all take some time doing this, trying to figure out the best strategy for this and all. And so it's been about 4 hours, so
That's all I want to do. That's all I want to do.
you've gotten about halfway down the other side of the mountain. Still don't know what you're doing.
I look for smoke.
As in fire?
Yeah.
Like a campfire smoke or a forest fire smoke?
Doesn't matter. Where there's smoke, there's fire. I want to go.
Okay, roll me some perception.
8.
So you don't see any smoke.
I continue down the mountain.
Eventually you're going to have to leave the mountain, you know, buddy.
Did you just say continue down it?
Mm-hmm.
How big is this mountain?
It's been 4 hours and he's halfway down.
Pretty big one.
Everest.
A bit taller, but yeah.
Everest is the tallest, but okay.
We're not
I mean,
on
this ain't
Earth.
the
We're in
worst one.
Barnea.
I forgot.
Yes.
This ain't the weirdest one I heard yet.
So, as everybody's waking up, what's going down? Mr. Connor.
I'm sorry, what? I'm playing Pokemon.
As everybody's waking up, what's going down?
So he's just gonna get us start driving the wagon again.
Okay. So what are you
Grab
and
his
Dimitri
bedroll
going
and
to
just
do
roll
next?
back up and just throw it in his bag and just start driving again.
I can only hope your bedroll's like a dead horse.
I actually have a bedroll.
Well, obviously, but it's made of a dead horse.
Why would I be carrying a dead horse?
It's Connor. So next, Dimitri. I think they went back to sleep.
No, I'm just waiting on everybody to get up.
We've already discussed everybody's woken up. Everybody is awake.
Where is the other guy? The guy that didn't come off the mountain.
He is drinking himself sorry in the bar.
People that are awake. Not asking you.
Oh. That you're talking about
I've no
Teeble.
way of knowing that.
Where is T-Ball, actually? Now that I think about
He's
it.
drinking himself sorry in the bar.
Okay.
The guy that didn't come off the mountain? Is he talking about me?
Yeah, he's talking about you. We were talking about somebody else.
I'm talking to our band of party.
We're talking about our
Where
other
you
guy
are.
who's
I'm
not
seeing
with
if
us right
anybody
now.
has seen you.
Who's a terrible paladin.
So Nord obviously hasn't.
Nord, you are all wet.
Nord is not here at the moment. He had to go take a phone call.
Oh,
A mystical telegram,
what is
if you
this
will.
phone call that you speak of?
It is called his
mystical phone.
friends from his army.
Narnia. Not to be convinced with Narnia.
Yeah, this ain't the worst one yet. Nick's already mentioned bubblegum. What else did he mention?
They're
I want
talking
to
to you.
chew bubblegum.
Oh, what? You puny brain man.
I don't know why I thought you were...
He said what? Nix.
Where's what?
Nord said what?
Oh, you are all wet.
I wonder why, and it feels uncomfortable. It's so gross.
Where is my ooze?
I am clean. Where's my ooze?
I feel so naked, so exposed.
I'm about to burn down this entire village.
Appreciated having the ooze on you.
You don't understand.
I don't. Dimitri, can you get him a towel?
I'm most certain they can, and I toss them a towel.
So as you throw the towel, within about 15 foot of him, the towel stops and incinerates.
So that's how far you're going with it.
Never mind. Wow, that was very impressive. How did you do that? Do it again, Nix. Do it again.
Puny brain don't know. Puny brain don't get deserted though.
You know what? To dry her up, just roll yourself around in the dirt.
I've done it. I need goo.
We don't have any of that.
Hey man, don't get in the car.
Damn, better go along in the gym already.
So I have a question for you, Nord.
Well, he's not yet. Oh, he came back.
Yeah.
How old are you?
Long enough to be your dad, but long enough to not be your dad.
What?
No, I don't think
Wait,
that's
you were the same
true.
character pretty well.
I may not look it, but you're not that old.
Yeah, so I feel like Wyatt. It's kind of putting Wyatt to shame on that Biggins. Being an idiot.
Yes, sir.
All in seriousness, though, how old are you?
He doesn't remember. He's been in the goop too long.
Okay.
But he got an
So-
emergency phone call, so
What's happened that made you insane?
he doesn't know. He's been in the goop too long.
I think it's safe to say the goop is what made him insane.
I'm gonna pick up a rock,
Over it.
and I'm gonna look at it and say, now, Nord, this is just an experiment. And I'm gonna throw the rock at him.
need to let him know Nord's not here.
Roll to hit.
Sorry. Too late.
Did he say too late?
You got a 3, you missed.
Well, that did not go as planned.
I don't know what you were planning, but I feel like this is a pretty good time to end. You did not see any smoke, Mr. Sneer.
Okay, I head back.
So, I think it's a good time to end our session here. So we'll pick up next time. Are you going to keep going down the mountain? Or are you going to go back to the village?
No, I'm gonna go back to the village.
Okay, so next time you'll be back at the village. Barring Connor lets y'all out, y'all will be at the Dark Orb. Everybody go ahead and take yourself a long rest, if you so please. As when we come back, it'll have been a few days. So, there's nothing else. I bid you adieu.